Here is my super, super simple way of shifting from your fight or flight into your rest and digest. So simple, so easy, everyone can do it. Bring one hand to your chest. Let's start with our chest breath. Chest breath looks like this. I'm slightly exaggerating it just so you can see. So my chest is rising and falling. This hand is rising and falling. You'll also notice my shoulders rising and falling. This is our chest breath. This is the way most of us breathe throughout the day, but much more shallow. Bring your other hand to your belly. This is our belly breath. My chest hand is barely moving now. My shoulders are barely moving. It's just this breath into the belly. So let's just take a few moments to practice this, and then I'm going to talk you through why this is helpful. So keep one hand on the chest, one hand on the belly. The reason to keep both hands is you'll notice if your chest hand is moving, and then you can start to stop that. So maybe closing down your eyes, just bringing your focus inwards. Imagine that you are completely relaxing your belly, let it all hang out, no tension there. And then you're just going to start to breathe normally, and as you inhale, just imagining this big Buddha belly really expanding with all of that breath. And as you exhale, just feeling your belly pulling back in towards your spine as all of that breath releases through your nose. And just keep going with the inhale and the exhale. It's quite normal if the first few times you don't quite get it and you still feel your chest hand moving. That is very normal. And it will come slowly, just keep practicing. So I invite you to keep practicing while I talk to you. And I just want to tell you a little bit, some basic stuff around the nervous system. So we have 3 parts of our nervous system, but I'm going to be talking about 2 of the parts now. We've got our sympathetic nervous system. This is all about moving forward in life. It's also what our fight or flight is. That's that part of our nervous system. It allows us to move forward. It allows us to fight for ourselves. It allows us to advocate for ourselves. It also allows ourselves to remove ourselves from an unsafe situation. Fight or flight is a healthy, normal part of our nervous system. And so when we breathe into our chest, we really activate that part of our nervous system, which, as I said, is completely healthy and normal. What starts to make things challenging is if we stay in our fight or flight. So if we're only breathing into our chest. And so that's where our belly breath comes in. That's where the other part of our nervous system comes in, our parasympathetic nervous system. We were created perfect. And so we have these 2 kind of sides of the pendulum which balance each other out, if only we know how. And this breath is literally like a remote control for your nervous system. So our belly breath, our parasympathetic nervous system, that's our rest and digest. That's where we're able to ground, we're able to feel into our feelings and feel what's going on for us. It's where we are literally able to digest our food. It's where we're able to have, good quality sleep. And so when we get too stuck in our sympathetic nervous system, when we get too stuck in trying to move forward in life, when we get too stuck in this fight or flight where we feel unsafe in situations that other people might find perfectly safe, that's the time to breathe into your belly. So just these deep belly breaths. And what I always recommend is this doesn't have to be like a lengthy process. You can spend 3 to 5 minutes breathing into your belly and then just notice how your nervous system feels. It's not a one and done process. There are no shortcuts in this trauma alchemy world. There just aren't. However, the more you start to do this in your life, the more you will notice how when you go into fight or flight, you're able to come back down quicker. And that's what we're looking for. We're not looking for this state of like being calm all the time, because that's not healthy. We're looking for the ability to be able to come down quicker.